Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. My name is Jill, and I'm going to be doing the Capricorn daily energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not, especially since this is a general reading. All right, we're going to look at what you may be struggling with is resources. What do you need to focus on? Inspiration. Oh, interesting. Okay, love that. Energy coming in is transcendence and achieving success. So, I love that. Because when you find the correct resources that inspire you, that equals success. So I love that's the that's the message right there. So let's grab some more tarot. For resources. Okay. So this is what you're struggling with, is your 10 of Cups. 4 of Swords. What else is Capricorn struggling with? I feel like this one too. All right, we have the 9 of Cups. Okay, so you have the 10 and you have the 9 of Cups. It's almost like you're holding back on this progression, right? Because this 4 of Swords is right in between this 9 of Cups, this 10 and 9 of Cups. We have the 6 of Wands. And we have the Chariot. Resources. So what you're struggling with is, I feel like you're holding back. I feel that you're struggling with what is, because the advice from the tarot is what inspires you. And I feel like you're looking in the wrong direction for what it is that is your 9 and 10 of Cups. I feel that you're off course, that you're off path, that you're being pulled away from your 9 and 10 of Cups. With this 4 of Swords right in the middle, I feel like maybe you were heading towards it and maybe you were working on it and then you gave up on it. Or that you're feeling overwhelmed or you got too much in your head about it. And I feel like with resources being what you're struggling with is that you're not pulling information, that you're not pointing yourself in the right direction, that you're struggling with who or what or information that you're surrounding yourself, that you're not giving yourself the opportunity to be in this 9 and 10 of Cups of energy. The 6 of Wands, which is success and victory, and the Chariot, which is that forward movement where you feel that you are in control, right? That you're driving the chariot. I feel that you're kind of in this limbo right here, and that you've given up, or maybe you're so frustrated that you're self-sabotaging yourself so that you're putting yourself in situations, or you're being distracted, right? So for me, I found a habit that I have is that if I have a lot to do and I feel overwhelmed, that I'll just go on my phone and I'll scroll through Facebook, or I'll scroll through Instagram, or I'll start playing my game on my phone. I'll do anything else except for focusing on what I need to focus on. And I feel like that's where you are right now, is that you are almost like you're self-sabotaging, and then you're trying to find all of these other different things to focus on instead of focusing on this 9 and 10 of Cups. And that what you need to do is you need to have those resources, right? Those things that help to inspire you, that help to push you through. So that's what you may possibly be struggling with. The advice from the tarot is inspiration. What inspires you, right? What gets you motivated? Let's grab some more tarot here for Capricorn for the advice from the tarot as how to help them to be inspired. What direction do they need to look in? Okay. All right. We have the Empress, which kind of flipped herself around. So I feel like she's upside down. And then we have this Five of Cups. We have the King of Cups. We have Judgment. We have Justice. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Tower. I love it. See, I knew that there was something coming. I knew that there was a card that was coming, that I need to keep pulling cards until this one came out, this Tower came out. And I feel that with the Empress coming out reversed, and she literally came out and she flipped herself around, because to me that says that you're not working on yourself, that you're holding yourself back, that you're not growing and evolving and changing, and that you're not feeling like you're reaping that harvest of your hard work. And why is that? Because that's right next to this Five of Cups right here. That you can't have this if you're focusing on this right here. And that you have to look at what it is that you're focusing on, and what it is that you're surrounding yourself with, and that this is preventing you from that personal growth within yourself, is finding that happiness and that 9 and 10 of Cups within yourself. I feel that you're very emotional. I feel that I feel that you're giving up. I feel that with this King of Cups, it's saying that you're just like, oh, why should I bother? But if you look at this card, right, and you can see how close those Two of Cups that are standing up, that's right behind that person, right? And I feel like it's that inspiration that helps you to turn things around. And the tarot is saying, find that inspiration. Just keep searching for that. Keep looking for that. Give yourself the opportunity to find that and to look for that, to turn things around, because it's right there. It's so close. It's right near you. And I feel like you want to give up, but I feel like what you should be doing is you should be giving up on those things that are holding you back from reaching your goal, that falling into that sense of distraction of saying, why should I bother? Definitely you're feeling challenged here, right? That I feel that like you have this dream and you have this goal and you see this success and you see where you want to head and you see what it is that you want to do. But you're being faced with this challenge right now, and you're being tested to say, can you have this personal growth where you show yourself how strong you are and you're able to push through that tougher time, and that you see yourself struggling, that you see yourself self-sabotaging, that you see that you're falling into this negative habit, and you say, you know what, I got to break that cycle. Like you realize what it is that you're doing, like you see what it is that you're doing. We also have advice from the tarot is the message that is trying to get through for you, this Judgment card. We have the Justice card, which is making things happen for yourself, bringing in that justice, that balance within yourself. And look at this. Right below this Five of Cups, we have the Two of Cups. And what was I saying that was right behind? I just realized this now, right? That you have these two cups, right, that are behind you, and then you have these two cups that are below you, right? These are filled cups. This is happiness. This is love, right? This is relationships. This is contentment, fulfillment within yourself. Like it's surrounding you. Like it's so close. You can reach out and grab it, but you have to lift your head up and you have to change your focus and you have to be able to grab it. That's like in that one deck that I have where the hand, it's the Five of Pentacles and the pentacle is falling down into the hand, but the hand is out, and that you're not going to catch it unless you put your hand out. And if your hand isn't out, you're going to miss it. And I feel like that's what this is that if your hand isn't out, if you're not making the movement, if you're not turning things around for yourself, that you're going to miss it. It doesn't mean that it won't come around again, but that you're going to be staying in this Three of Cups energy where you have this opportunity to turn things around for yourself, right? Because this Two of Cups is behind you and it's below you, like it's right there. That you're holding yourself back from this personal growth, that you have the opportunity to turn things around. But why is that? Because of the Tower. And as I said many times before, is that I like the Tower because the Tower is something that is built on the false foundation. It is something that you have piled things on top of, that you've said these falsehoods about yourself, and you're saying, I can't reach my goals. Things are not going to happen for me. Everything works against me. The universe works against me. You're piling all of this negativity on top of itself, right? With this Tower. And this is the sun bursting through. And it's freeing yourself from that, right? That you've told yourself all of these falsehoods, that you're saying, my comfort zone is in this 3 spilt cups. That you're saying, okay, this is what I want to focus on. Yes, if something has happened and something has let you down, it's definitely extremely important to acknowledge those feelings and to feel the hurt, to process the hurt, to not sweep it under the rug and to ignore it, but to process it, to realize it, and then release it and let it go, and change your focus. That if something triggered you in a way that you were working towards your 9 and 10 of cups, that you were working towards this goal, that you were making things happen, and then all of a sudden something happened, or something triggered you, or this person said or did something, or something happened, and you're like, the brakes came on, right? You're screeching to a halt. And then you're like, you know what? Why is it every single time that I start to feel the ball rolling, that all of a sudden something happens to challenge me or to hold me back? But it's how you perceive that, and you say, you know what? Yeah, this challenge has come up because that's what life is about, right? That's what happens in life, is that you'll have these challenges that come in that will throw you for a loop, and you're like, wait a minute, it was going so good, or I felt like I was in such a good frame of mind, and then all of a sudden this happened. But because that's almost like the old you trying to pull yourself back into this tower, right? To add something else onto this tower, right? That it's saying, no, I want to keep you in this area where you're held back and where you're angry against the universe, or you feel like everything is working against you. I want to keep you in that because maybe that's been your comfort zone for a really long time. And here you are with this 9 and 10 of cups that you're trying to push forward, and you're saying, I want to break through free from that. So this challenge is put out there for you to say, no, I want you to go back to this. And this is where you have to find that inspiration, right? That you have to say, I'm not accepting this. I am not going back to my old ways of thinking, or my old ways of feeling, or my old habits. That this is my opportunity to embrace this 9 and 10 of cups, to maybe take this break and to fuel myself and use that frustration or that anger or this 3 spilled cups, and to push myself forward. And I feel the advice from the tarot is what inspires you, what helps you, what motivates you, what moves you. And again, what I've said many times are, what are those tools that you have in your toolbox that you can help that when you're struggling? For me, it's listening to Gem Goddess, it's Alex Hormozy, Layla Hormozy. It's watching videos that inspire me. I like Adonis. There's Estelle. I found one of her videos. There's different readers that I have that help inspire me. What also inspires me is when I go outside and I go to the barn. When I change my environment, when I change something where I feel that, okay, I'm feeling really heavy energy here. I've also rearranged things in my living space. That has helped me, right? What are those things that you have for yourself, for those tools that you have that will help to inspire, to help push you forward, right? Is it journaling? Is it writing something down, right? Is it releasing something? Figure out those things that help you. Is it listening to music, right? Sometimes that can help. It can give you a sense of calmness. Maybe it's finding a new song or listening to music. What are those things? Maybe it's having conversations with someone that you trust or that you rely on. What are those things that you have that help to inspire you and help to push you, right? Not to hold you back, but to help inspire you and help to push you. And that leads into, right, this energy. What does that lead into? It leads into transcendence, and it leads into achieving success, right? It's transcendence. It's that moving. It's a higher level, right? Elevating yourself. It's having this tower moment where you see all of these things that you've built up, that you've said to yourself, or you've done, or you've accepted, or you've made excuses for people's bad behavior. this is something that it's not like the total thing. It's about building a stronger foundation for yourself on something that you can rely on, something that you can trust, and something that you can believe in, and that you can say the truth of the matter is that the universe is challenging me to make me stronger, right? That maybe it is testing me to see if I want to stay in my comfort zone of negativity, or I want to move over into my new zone of positivity, right? Where I'm able to focus on my 9 and 10 of cups and keep myself in that energy. And I feel like this is kind of a process. So this may be one step of 10, it may be one step of 100, it may be one step of 1,000. But if it's that one step forward, that's all you have to think about. It's not like, oh my gosh, I have 100 more steps to go, right? Or I have 1,000 more steps to go. I'll never get through it. Where does that bring you? Back to the negativity, right? It's like feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you can't accomplish things, feeling like you can't do things. And so it's like, no. I'm so proud of myself for being at that one step, right? It's all about how you look at it. I'm so proud of myself for being at that one step. I don't know how many more I have to go, but I know that I am in this moment right now, and I'm so proud of myself for that one step that I am taking to make those changes and to work towards my 9 and 10 of cups, right? It's all about how you perceive things. It's how you look at it. I've listened to, let's see, I think it was the Psycho-Cybernetics, and I've listened to, I haven't finished that book though, and I just finished The Big Leap. And that one literally brought me to tears. I think it's called The Big Leap. And that one literally brought me to tears about just recognizing things. Even in my dreams of what I wanted for myself, like I envisioned this dream, I've had this goal or this dream, even within that, I held myself back. And I realized that yesterday. I was like, and maybe that's something that you need to look at too, is that in your dreams and goals that you have for yourself, do you fully see yourself achieving those? Or do you see that there's even conflict in your dreams? Like even for me and my dreams, in my, when you're not dreams like when you're sleeping, but dreams like you're like, oh, I'd really like for this to happen. And, I'd really like to have this or make this happen. But even within that, your daydreams, right, of those goals that you want to have, that even in that, I was facing challenges because I was working against myself. I'm like, that's crazy. It's like, no wonder those things didn't happen. It's because even in my daydreams, I was holding myself back. I was so programmed to keep myself in this negativity. And I just feel like and when I realized that, I was like, whoa, yeah, I'm like, that makes so much sense. And I feel that it's all of the things that you hear is all about mindset. I mean, if you boil everything down as to what all of these motivational videos and people and books and all of these things that are saying, is that it's all about your outlook. It's all about how you're perceiving things and how you're looking at things and how you're handling things and what energy that you're in. And it's changing that. It's seeing those negative habits, but then it's also changing that. So let's pull some more cards for Capricorn for this energy coming in, or the results that they're going to have for Capricorn. I love it. So this is my favorite card in the deck because it's the Hangman. The Hangman is about taking a step back and seeing things from a different perspective. And that's exactly what this reading was all about. This reading was about looking at things from a different perspective and seeing what are those habits, what are those things, right, that have created this tower in your world to where you're holding yourself back, and that it's all within reach, right? These 2 cups are all within reach, but you have to make the effort, right, to put that hand out or to, see things from a different perspective. I don't know why I get hiccups when I do readings, but it happens a lot. Sorry. Okay. Let's grab some advice from the Animal Oracle. Luckily, they only last for a couple of minutes. We have, okay, I like this one. We have Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings, and that's where you're at right now. You are at life stings right now. the question is, how are you going to handle this life stings right now? How are you going to handle this? Is this something that is going to fuel your negativity, that is going to fuel your tower that you have built, right? And it's going to say, you know what, I knew it. Like, of course that card comes out, right? Are you going to use that? This is where you are. You have the opportunity to change that and to turn that around right now and to look at this different and to take this tower down. I love the tower because it means something is built on a false foundation and it's time for it to fall apart. It has cracks. It's not true. It's not something that, right? It gives you a stable foundation, and it's saying, okay, you're being challenged right now. Sometimes life stings. And how are you going to handle that? How are you going to inspire yourself to get yourself out of that energy? It's totally up to you to inspire yourself, right? That this tarot reading is just one of those tools that you have to help you through this. And what can inspire you to keep, if this, right, to keep that motivation to move forward, right? To move yourself out of this. Sometimes life stings, right? And you are in control of looking for those things that will inspire you and changing your outlook. It doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. It only has to do with you and your perception and how you're going to change it. You can have people that help you. You can have tools that help you. But ultimately, it's up to you. And it's up to you to stay in that energy. It's up to you to keep fighting for that energy. It's always going to be challenging. There's always going to be, once you get through this situation, there's going to be other situations. But you can't be in a state of dreading, okay, when's the next thing going to happen? It's a state of being in this moment right now and making the most of this moment right now. And what can you change in this moment right now? Sorry, I could babble on about this forever. Let's grab a Whispers of Healing for you. For some reason, I'm feeling like these two. So we have choice. Oh, what was I just talking about? Was choice. I was just talking about choice. I love when the cards affirm what it is that I am feeling. It's your choice. That's exactly what I was just talking about. It's your choice on what it is that you want to do. You have to realize that it's up to you, not anyone else that is around you. Not how this person reacts or how that person reacts or that person apologizes or that person changes. No, it's only about you. It's about choices and decisions that you make. We have seek seclusion. So I kind of feel that this is a really good one because sometimes you need that seclusion that's what I was saying, is that to change the energy, to change what it is that you're feeling. And if you're feeling in this sometimes life stings energy, what can you do to change that? It doesn't mean that you have to, maybe it is locking yourself in your room. I don't know, where you can have that space. Finding a comfy, cozy corner in your living space. It's sitting outside on the patio, or it's going to the ocean. A lot of people find clarity at the ocean, or, it means take that time to yourself to sort through your thoughts and to process all of what is going on here. You have so much amazing potential here. You have so much going for you. It's right within your grasp. I can feel it. You can see it. We can see it with the cards. We can physically see that you have the Two of Cups behind you. You have the Two of Cups below you, right? But connecting towards this is this tower, right? And that's what needs to change, right? That is changing this tower that you have built up. Let's grab Psychic Tarot. Sometimes I forget the name of the cards. Okay, so let's grab a Psychic Tarot. We have the Two of Wands, and it's the waiting game. But I feel that it's taking that time to not push anything, to not force anything. We have the time here. We have the tree with the roots in the bottom. It's a waiting game. Don't get frustrated, right? Don't get frustrated and say, oh boy, I gotta wait. I gotta be patient. You have to realize that there's something that you have to figure out. You're not ready. You're not ready. There are things that you need to do here, without a doubt. You have this tower, right? You have this tower that you have to deal with. You have sometimes when we, instead of rushing, take that time to slow things down, to be in the moment and realize when the time is right, things will start evolving, things will start changing, things will start happening, things will start making sense. Looking for those opportunities, that if you feel something, if you feel drawn to do something, right, to go ahead and do that. Two of Wands is about taking actions, right? It's taking those first steps towards change. That it's not something that you want to rush into, that it takes time to grow this tree for the roots. And there's processes that you have to go through in order for this to happen. It's all about your perspective. It's about what inspires you, what resources that you have, how are you spending your free time, looking at things from a different perspective. I also like how in this Seek Seclusion, there's this person with the horn, and I feel like it goes back to the Judgment card, an awakening, a renewal, a revival. It's hearing a message is trying to get through to you. If you're so busy rushing and going, that you're not going to hear this message, right? Because I just noticed this horn coming through, and I feel like it's the message, and it's next to the waiting game, and it's because this message needs to come through for you. But if you don't slow things down and you don't take your time and you don't work through these things, you're not going to hear the message. You're going to miss the message. Just like when I said with the hand reaching out, with the coin falling in, that you're going to miss it because you're over here doing this, but you were supposed to be over here. You were supposed to wait over here. And it doesn't mean that everything has to happen in a hurry. And to not always be hurrying to get to the next thing, to get to tomorrow, to get to the next week, to get to the next hour. When you find this comfort in the space that you're in right now and saying, this is how it is right now, you know, and this is what's going on, and let me enjoy and be in this moment to where it is right now, instead of always trying to rush through things. Sometimes we're in moments that don't feel so comfortable for us. But how can we make the most out of the moments that we are in where we feel uncomfortable? If we get angry and we get frustrated and we say, I really don't want to be here and I really hate this and this is absolutely horrible, you're putting that negativity, right? You're pulling yourself back into this. You're building this up again, right? This tower up again, and you're putting yourself in this frustration, because maybe that's your comfort zone, where you're angry and you're frustrated and you're irritated and you feel everything is against you, and you feel like, I'm so angry that I'm in this situation, and it's so frustrating, this is a waste of my time, and when is this going to go by, and time is going by so slow. And it's like realizing, okay, let me slow things down, let me take my time, this is where I am right now, and how can I make the most of this moment? How can I enjoy this moment as best I can? Again, it's all about perspective. Let's grab Wisdom of the Oracle. We have a leg up. I feel like this is giving yourself a leg up, right? Stop working against yourself. Work for yourself, right? What can you do to help yourself? What can you do to help yourself, to inspire yourself, to tear down this tower, to help yourself in this? Give yourself a leg up, right? Sometimes sometimes we're just always working against ourselves, and sometimes it's just time to realize, I got to stop working against myself. I need to give myself inspiration, leg up. I kind of feel like those are kind of the same thing, right? I feel like grabbing, I love my crystal cards, so I got my crystal cards out again. So let's grab a crystal card for you. So we have Rainbow Aura Quartz, Aura Healing Magic Universal Light. All right. This has healing properties to it. Able to heal human energy with rainbow fields of light, bringing light to a situation and looking at the lighter side of life, feeling that healing within yourself, healing those energy fields, and repair and releases blocks. So you obviously have some blockage going on here. Living your life in color with this crystal is a must. So I feel like this crystal is trying to bring light to the situation. It's trying to heal yourself, right? How can you heal yourself from this situation? How can you bring light to the situation and make this a lighter moment instead of a heavier moment, right? And saying, you know what, I'm so thankful for this Tower moment because I realize that this is what needs to happen. I realize I have to slow things down. I have to see things from a different perspective, that I have to push myself and surround myself with things that inspire me, right, for this 9 and 10 of Cups instead of holding me back from the 9 and 10 of Cups. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you have an amazing day, and I wish you the best in your journey.